Hey guys, welcome back to Adeline's Universe. My name is Adeline, and I'm doing another video today because, well, I'm kind of bored, so I figured I might as well do a DVD collection video. Have church in about an hour, so we're gonna go ahead and get this over with. So, the first movie I'll be showing off is Trick or Treat. I got this a couple months ago. Someone gave it to me as a gift, and I was able to watch it a couple months back. And I really liked it. It was a unique movie centered around Halloween. A great anthology story. But yeah, Brian Cox is in this. He's great in this movie. He's kind of crazy, but hey, any old man would be like that, right? But yeah, love Trick or Treat. It's a great film. We got the remake of My Bloody Valentine. I did see this in 3D, but this one I got has no 3D glasses. Why? Don't know, but it's fine when you watch it in 2D. I prefer the original to this. I don't have the original, which is very sad. It's so sad. I hate that face I made, but still. Yeah, I really like this movie. The original is by a hair better, so really like it. Really like this movie. We have the first Paranormal Activity. Of the first three movies, this is easily the worst. And a couple weeks ago, me and my best friend actually tried to watch it. It was boring, so we watched something else. It was really boring. I couldn't understand why it was so boring, because the first time I watched it, I actually liked it. Jason Blum produced this movie. He's doing the new Halloween movie, but Oren Peli directed it. Why? I don't even know why this movie was made. It's so boring. Like, I prefer the sequels. Don't check it out. Paranormal Activity 2. I really like this movie. It's really good. It's a great follow-up. Someone else came and directed it. Some people say it's worse. Some people say it's better. I think it's better. It has pretty effective jump scares. Hang on. Oh, jeez. Man, it was kind of messed up with the casing. But yeah, this is actually a pretty good sequel. It's not a great film by all means, but it's a pretty good sequel. I'm not the biggest fan of modern horror movies, but it's a pretty good follow-up overall. Paranormal Activity 3, the best of the three. And yeah, this has 2 discs. This is for Blu-ray and for DVD. I have a Blu-ray player in here, actually. But yeah, this is the best of the three. It definitely feels like it was in the 80s. Like, I couldn't believe what I was watching when I first watched it. It was pretty freaking scary. So yeah, I would definitely check this film out. I'm going to be going over these briefly, so yeah. But Paranormal Activity 3, it's a pretty great film. And we have The Ring. Holy crap, that review's coming out tomorrow. Not gonna talk about this too much because it's already in my video, but yeah, very scary film. Better than the original, but the original is almost just as good. The Ring 2. Holy crap, I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. Just kidding, but it's not that great. It's terrible CGI. Me and my best friend actually watched The Ring, and then we watched this one. We just made fun of the movie. She was video chatting with someone for the entire movie, and the video chat actually had filters, so we put it on the faces of the actors, and we just laughed our heads off for the entire movie. Oh my god, I can't stand this movie, but it's kind of underrated, but no, I'm gonna watch it again one day, but still, no. Okay, next is a 9-film collection, but only the bottom 3 I will actually watch, except for Resurrection. Yes, it's the Children of the Corn sequels, which apparently are terrible. Like, all of them are, like, straight to DVD sequels, so I'm not gonna watch them. They got Halloween, 6, H2O, and Resurrection that I don't like. Yeah, I'll only watch the bottom 3. Resurrection is slightly watchable. I'll have a very slim chance of watching it again. Well, when I review Resurrection, I'm gonna have to watch it again. But H2O, in my opinion, is the best sequel. Like Halloween 4 too. Halloween 4 is pretty close behind. We'll get to that when we get to that. We have Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Okay, I'm just gonna make anybody who watches this mad. I am not the biggest fan of this movie. I found this movie boring, but I did find it pretty creepy and intense. The first time I watched it was actually on TV. It was actually after I got this movie, but it was showing on TV, so I figured might as well watch that. But me and my mother were watching this. My mother hates horror movies. She's scared of them, but me and her watched it, and one of the jump scares in the movie where Jack comes out with the axe and kills Dick Halloran, she was actually preparing to scare me, and right as she was about to, apparently, Jack just came out, and she got so scared. I laughed because she got scared. It was hilarious, but I do prefer The Shining. I'm gonna recommend it. Yes, it is definitely a classic. Jack Nicholson is iconic in this movie. This is actually the only horror movie I own on Blu-ray. Weird, but yeah, come on, just watch it for Jack Nicholson alone. He's great in this film. Now we get to more collections. The first 4 Friday the 13th movies. I love all 4 of these films. All 4 of these films are great. My favorite being the final chapter. My favorite of the franchise. Everybody will say the final chapter is the best. Some people will be like, oh, Jason Lives is the best. Very few people will actually say the original. This guy I watched, Dave McCrae, he says the original is the best, but he does like these 3, and he likes part 6 almost just as much. And the others he thinks are terrible, but yeah, I love the 4th one the most, but I do like the original, and I like the other 2 as well. But yeah, great films. Part 5 and Part 6. Part 6 is the best of the 2. It's my 3rd favorite. No, it's my 2nd favorite Friday film, actually. Part 5 is definitely one of the worst. It's definitely terrible, but it's underrated. It's underrated. I actually enjoy watching it. The twist is freaking horrible, but I can enjoy watching it for what it is. Part 7 and Part 8. Well, okay, clearly my Part 7 DVD disc does not want to stay in my freaking DVD player because the thing that connects both discs, it just tore off for no reason. And I can't even close it properly anymore. There we go. But it fell again. Part 7 is the best. I hate Part 8, but I do like the scenes where he's in New York. The New York scenes were the best part. I really, really wish that he was in Manhattan more. I really wish that they got a higher budget. They wanted it to be $5 million. I don't blame the director. So, yeah, I hate Part 8, but I like the last half hour. It's great. And we get Jason Goes to Hell. Alright, I'm gonna say this movie is not... It's kind of underrated, but I will say it's an absolute abomination. But I can watch it for what it is, and I can enjoy it, and I can laugh at how stupid and idiotic this movie is. I do not like that Jason jumps bodies, although it's a unique idea. I just don't like the execution. I love the kills in this movie. The kills are some of the best of the franchise, but yeah, I don't really like the look of Jason in this movie. He looks alright, but he just doesn't look great. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this film. Jason X. Okay, I'm gonna make everybody mad again. This is not the worst of the franchise for me. This is actually an underrated gem for me. This is absolutely awful, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. It knows it's stupid. That's what I like about it. The movie knows that it's stupid. So that's why I love it. And then we got the remake. The remake is the worst of the series for me. The remake is the worst of the series for me. Yes, I keep dropping all these movies on purpose. But I don't like this movie. I just don't. It's boring. Don't watch it. Now, you'll probably find this very cool. This is the entire Nightmare on Elm Street collection. I got this for Christmas a couple years ago from my mom. It was the only present she gave me for Christmas. It was a great Christmas present. Finally gave me a chance to catch up with all the movies. Nightmare on Elm Street, love that movie. Freddy's Revenge, I hate it. Dream Warriors, best film of the franchise. 4 is alright. 5 sucks. Freddy's Dead sucks. New Nightmare is one of the best. Freddy vs. Jason is awesome. And ironically, actually I have part 3 on DVD, and I'm not getting rid of this. No one is gonna ever make me get rid of this. There you go. We got the remake of Prom Night. Okay, alright. I have both versions. And I prefer this one over this one. But the movie is so bad. I love the original. The original is actually really good. I don't think it's a great film, but it's really good. This is a PG-13 watered down slasher film that is horrible and it sucks. Moving on. Child's Play 2 and 3. This one is definitely better. I don't like this one that much. Not horrible, but Child's Play 3 is not that great. I just say, you should watch the second one. The second one's my favorite of the series. My fourth favorite's the original. The fourth favorite is one of the best of the series. Did I say the fourth one or the original? I don't even remember. But the original is one of the best. But this is the best sequel and the best of the series. See the Chucky? That's all I gotta say. Don't watch it. It's horrendous. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, we're gonna get out of the horror genre for a minute, and we're gonna go to parodies. Scary Movie. The best of the 5 scary movies. movies. That's funny. But, yeah. I love Scary Movie. Every time I watch it, it's hilarious. It is hilarious. Barely any of the jokes fall flat on its face. It's a hilarious movie. I suggest you check it out. Scary Movie 2, however, wasn't that great of a follow-up. It wasn't that great of a follow-up. Just, no, it wasn't great. So, yeah. No, don't watch it. Well, actually, yeah, I prefer it because it is a good sequel. Scary Movie 3, however, is the best sequel. I actually love this movie. I grew up with this movie. I used to have it when I was a kid, and then I bought it again. But yeah, I definitely prefer this movie. It's PG-13. Well, the first 2 are rated R, but still, I love this movie. I love Scary Movie 3. Scary Movie 4, however, pretend it doesn't exist. Just no. Don't watch Scary Movie 4. It's not completely horrible, but it just sucks. I don't have Scary Movie 5. I'm glad I don't have Scary Movie 5 because that movie is an absolutely atrocious abomination. Do not watch Scary Movie 5. Saw. This movie gave me at least one nightmare when I was a kid, but The Ring gave me more nightmares, but I really, really love Saw. I dug this movie. It is one of the greatest horror movies of the last 15 years. That's all I have to say. I am not ruining that amazing ending at the end. If you have not seen Saw, have you been living under a rock for all these years? Watch Saw. You will be satisfied by the ending. The ending is probably the best twist ending I've ever seen in any movie. And when it comes to a lot of horror movies, I usually read the plot. But for Saw, I didn't. Neither did I for Saw 2, and these are the only Saw movies that I own. And I think Saw 2 is decent. It's pretty good, but it's not great. The first one is great, but this one is not fantastic. Oh god, I'm about to run out of time for my limit on my YouTube channel. The remake of Dawn of the Dead, still haven't seen it, so I can't give you any thoughts. Scream, great film, I already reviewed it. It's a great film. I highly recommend it. Scream 2, I will review it next month. I'm reviewing all the sequels next month. Great sequel. Scream 4 is a better sequel in my opinion, but this is not bad at all. It's great. Carrie 1976, in my top 3 favorite films of all time. Fantastic movie. John Carpenter's Halloween, my favorite horror film of all time. Used to be my favorite film, but then Terminator 2 kind of passed that. But great film, great horror movie, great atmosphere. And finally, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. My 3rd favorite in the franchise, and I recommend it. I'm Adeline from Adeline's Universe. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I rushed through these past few, but anyway, they're all great films, so yeah. I'm Adeline's Universe, or Adeline from Adeline's Universe, and tomorrow I'll be reviewing The Ring. So yeah, till next time.